Up at Celtic Park, there is the Celtic lineup chosen by Kenny Dalglish. Colin Healy in there in the Celtic lineup tonight, a surprise choice, and obviously a rare start for Reggie Blinker. Kilmarnock manager Bobby Williamson, well, he was forced to leave out Ali McCoist, who hobbled off injured at Rugby Park last weekend. He had a front two of Abu and Cocard, and of course the old warhorse Ian Durrant holding up the midfield. The teams ran out to a crowd of just 40,000, 15,000 down on the normal at Celtic Park. Match commentator Peter Martin.
Pride is probably the best word to use to sum up this match this evening between Celtic and Kilmarnock. Kenny Dalglish has demanded 100% commitment from the players until the end of the season, or they could be on their way out. Well, for Kilmarnock, pride means avoiding finishing last in the Premier League, and certainly there won't be a lack of commitments on the part of the Rugby Park side as they go on the attack in the early moments of this match. McPherson, Holt, regardless of what happens in the First Division, Kilmarnock will be determined to finish with as many wins as they possibly can. There is a clear indication of what the Celtic fans think of last week's performance and the overall performance throughout this season of this Celtic side. 16 points behind, and Kenny Dalglish knows it's not good enough. Even the most loyal of Celtic fans could take anything less than a victory here. This is Gordon Marshall, lucky to get away with that poor kick out. And Celtic caught out at the back. Two players in there. Kilmarnock's Jerome Marais looking towards referee Mike McCurry. The Frenchman's not going to get a penalty kick, but let's have a look at it again. Well, Tebbley, strong arm. Celtic come away through Petrol. Lambert looking to exchange passes. Good play by Celtic. Nice link up. Berkovic now. He has a chance to set Moravchik off. Is he going to go himself? Here's Moravchik. Plenty of Celtic players in there. Berkovic! Great save, Marshall. A can't play by Gary Holt in the end, but Berkovic with the first real opportunity. Lovely ball from Moravchik, and Berkovic just trying to place it with a bit of power as well. The cutback, acres of space, and Gordon Marshall did well there to deny the Israeli international. Johan Mjällby's comments prior to last week's Old Firm match certainly sparked the Rangers players into a performance which left the Celtic fans bewildered. In contrast, Bobby Williamson certainly happy with last week's win over Hibs. Only 4 wins in the whole season for Kilmarnock, which is just simply not good enough. Draws have really been killing them. Celtic with a chance. Tommy Johnson onside. 1-0 Celtic. Well, the Kilmarnock defence caught square. Tommy Johnson managed to get in behind them. He was onside as the ball was played, as the picture shows you. And away he went, keeping it low and across Marshall. But yet again, Tommy Johnson gets on the score sheet. 1-0, and Kenny Dalglish clearly happy with the commitment shown by Tommy Johnson. Celtic with a perfect start in this match and a chance to build and create even more. Moravchik taking the pass from Berkovic. Berkovic laying it into the path. There's the drive from Lambert. Berkovic just looking up. The oncoming Lambert, well, he was trying to play that with the outside of his boot. Didn't quite get the right connection, and Marshall just happy to see it past. In the last game here at Celtic Park, they had a convincing 5-1 win, although their good fortune that day owed much to Martin Baker being sent off. Today, however, they've started more the confident side, and their performance has been rewarded with an early goal from Tommy Johnson. But at the moment, just a breakdown in the middle of the park. Just caught them out. He's onside. Jerome Varai now, can he hit the target? Oh, just outside. Jerome Varai, that was a chance. Well, he beat the offside trap because Johan Mjällby played him on. He just tried to push it towards goal. Oh, nice link-up play again by Celtic. Slick one-touch passing, opens it up. Berkovic, and again Moravcik, available in the left channel, puts it in. Berkovic! Blinker with a chance to finish it! 2-0 Celtic, 20 minutes gone. Tongue-in-cheek maybe for Reggie Blinker. But Berkovic has been at the centre of everything positive for Celtic, and the benefactor on this occasion happens to be Reggie Blinker. But it was some lovely one-touch play, and again Moravcik and Berkovic linking up. And it's Reggie Blinker who delivers the final punch, which gives the home side a 2-0 lead. And it's no more than the Celtic team deserve. They've played the better of the football. Here's Moravcik just trying to play it inside. Here's Tommy Johnson again. Oh, well, loud claims for a penalty from the player himself. Referee having none of it. And again, this time Celtic do get the award. It's outside the box, and Petrov obstructed. Oh, Mike McCurry was having none of the claims from Tommy Johnson, and as you see here, a good ball in. I think it may well have been harsh on Dandolo, although when you see it from there, he's quite clearly holding Tommy Johnson. And he just swerves it in. Vladimir Moravcik. Well, he really is dangerous from the set piece. Just look at that, curling towards goal. I'm not sure Gordon Marshall would have got there had it been a few inches lower. There's a hefty challenge on Petrov there, and he certainly is holding his back. And to be fair to the referee, he hasn't stopped this game at every opportunity, but he stops it now at the end of the first 45 minutes. Tommy Johnson with the opening goal, with a left foot shot past the outstretched arms of Gordon Marshall, gave Celtic the early lead before Reggie Blinker benefited from good midfield play from Vladimir Moravcik and Berkovic to give Celtic the second goal. And at the end of the first 45 minutes, and an impressive one from Kenny Dalglish's 11 players on the park, it's Celtic 2, Kilmarnock 0. Celtic get the second half underway. Kilmarnock have made one change at half-time. Paul Wright coming on for Jerome Varai. On that first 45 minutes, it was competent and at times certainly flashy in the middle of the park from Celtic. And their good start was rewarded by two goals, Tommy Johnson and Reggie Blinker. And Kilmarnock, for their part, really didn't start to get going until the latter part of the first half. And I'm sure Bobby Williamson will have instructed them to tighten up and somehow try and get themselves back into this match. And that would be no mean feat. Blinker, Moravcik, nice ball again into Berkovic. Well, these two linking up. Here's Tommy Johnson. No point in celebrating. Just a smile towards the assistant referee. Well, he was onside. That should have been a goal for Tommy Johnson. Well, they need to get Ian Durrant more involved in this game. Hope that his legs will survive, but that's a poor pass. Let's Berkovic in. Maybe I'll think about it early to Moravcik. Now, what's he got in store? Plays it into Tommy Johnson. He's offside again. Well, he's adamant he was onside, and every picture tells a story. And I think Tommy Johnson has been denied what looked a fairly legitimate goal again. Certainly level with the Kilmarnock player, but it's gone. It's no goal. And Kilmarnock survive another scare, although how long they can survive by playing an offside, which, to be fair to Celtic, is lucky. There's a header by Wright. Well, he sneaked it at the back. He is onside. It's a goal for Kilmarnock out of nothing. And the small band of Killie fans are delighted. Well, we're talking about an offside decision at one end. And look at this run. Brilliant run by Paul Wright. Just glances the header away from Jonathan Gould. It was a lovely ball by Christophe Coquard. There's the glance into the back of the net. Great goal by Kilmarnock. That was well crafted. The Frenchman to the substitute, and he knew exactly where he wanted to put it. Just the slightest of touches to take it away from Gould, and Kilmarnock are back in this. Coquard, good work by the Frenchman. Held it up well now. Samasi Abu, we haven't seen much of him. Coquard, Celtic giving it away. Now here's a chance for Kilmarnock. Gary Holt, bearing down in goal, puts it across. Oh, I'll be disappointed with that. Now, what can Ian Durant conjure up here from the set piece? Over it goes. Gary Holt steadying himself. 2 or 3 Kilmarnock players there. There's Coquard. What a chance to goal! Jim Laughlin throws Kilmarnock level. And the smile in Bobby Williamson's face says it all. Well, if ever a man is in the shop window, it's Jim Laughlin. And he got in on the blind side. Celtic's defence sleeping. It broke rather fortunately, but who cares as far as Kilmarnock are concerned. Coquard hitting it towards goal, and there was Jim Laughlin ghosting it at the back post, and it's 2-2. Well, it's a disgruntled Celtic support now. Coquard, Killie back in the match. Coquard, lovely skill. Has he got the goal? Great drive, and Celtic are at 6s and 7s. Petrov turning away, nice turn. Berkovic. Now, things opening up. Johnston moving, Blinker. Here's Moravcik coming away. This could be a shot, a drive. Breaks out, Berkovic. That'll be 3-2. Offside. And yet again, the assistant referee. Well, was Berkovic interfering with play? And yes, he was, because he was blinding the goalkeeper technically. That would have been the result of the assistant referee getting it right. Again, the move breaks down as the midfield's caught out now. Johan Mjällby. That was a crucial tackle. Celtic were exposed. Here's Berkovic again, just putting it through to Mjällby, trying to storm it there. Mjällby still with a chance, can't get it through. Here's Mjällby. Keystone Cops defending, but they get it away nevertheless. Johan Mjällby with brute force, it has to be said, just trying to power that ball towards goal. It's off the woodwork. Mjällby, referee waves play on, much to the surprise of Kilmarnock. Here's Mjällby again, trying the 1-2. Berkovic is onside this time. Oh, that's a wonderful goal by Berkovic. That is a display of the class this man has, and we've seen all too little of it this season. Ayo Berkovic receives the adulation and applause. This time, the assistant referee keeps his flag down. Look at that. Sublime. The chip into the back of the net. I don't think there's any doubt about his claim to being man of the match. Oh, Kenny Dalglish, who would have been in that man's shoes had this match ended with Kilmarnock taking a point. And whereas early on there was eager midfielders coming to take the ball off the likes of Tevely, there's now a distinct lack of supply coming from the midfield. But here's Blinker. What can he conjure up? Berkovic just laying it off nicely. Is he going on his own? Ayo Berkovic! Is this a fabulous finish? Virgil! Celtic finished the game, and it's all down to Ayo Berkovic. But Mark Birchall, well, Ayo Berkovic had a sea of Kilmarnock players, decided to go on his own, plays it through, and I have to say, the assistant referee, more often than not, would have raised his flag. Birchall took full advantage, was given the decision, and I would suggest that that could be game, set and match. 4-2 to Celtic. Here comes Abu, caught in possession. And the referee brings this match to a close. Kenny Dalglish shakes the hand of the Kilmarnock dugouts. They get the 3 points. They made it difficult. Tommy Johnson gave them a crucial early lead. Reggie Blinker scored a second. It looked comfortable for them until Paul Wright glanced the header to pull Kilmarnock back into the match. Jim Laughlin evened things up at 2-2, and we really had a game in our hands before Ayo Berkovic took the game by the scruff of the neck and scored a wonderful goal that's worthy of seeing again and again. And at 3-2, Celtic really needed another goal to make sure that Killie were dead and buried, and Mark Birchall provided it again, down to the Israeli international skill. Celtic made it difficult for themselves, but in the end they win this one 4-2.